Yeah. U.P.K shit, man, 1 West. Hey. I'm a U.P.K nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, U.P.K shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go pew pew pew. I ain't trippin', I'm no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. U.P.K shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the U.P.K way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
Yay-Z, you know the chop. I.S.U.P.K. Badness no sad. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay, boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that leg straight. Shot misplaced. The key them in your head stop misbehaved. Crack his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this place. War with them bunny like plastic plate. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the U.P.K around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the U.P.K around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up, we no take beat up, we no stay up. And when the next day come, we no change up. Man, I act them bad as them wake up. AK bus boy head top shake up. So tell a pussy well don't violate us. No care where your status, where you take up. Every man a killer till miss a dead face up. Straight up, great stuff. One Westling bigger than NATO. Man we boss it to NATO. Only man we afraid of, that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the U.P.K around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the U.P.K around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay, boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that leg straight. Shot misplaced. The teeth them in your head stop misbehaved. his face. The key never tell us so we lock this place. Which locksmith? Anyway, watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the U.P.K around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds.
I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least suspect. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this, yeah. I'm taking life for what it is, yeah. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures, hey. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. Quit the fuss, show me love, show me love. I need love, don't wanna leave me. I'm mixing up my damn problems. I'm mixing out all of that violence. If you with me, we on that fly shit. To all these worldly bastards round us, I say, I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yahanna. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're...
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, tearing up dreams in the night, kicking down doors, flashing light, causing fright. Mama in the kitchen, baby crying in her arms. Agents storm in, yeah, they sounding they alarm. Who the real criminal when they snatching up the meek? Chains on the innocent, silence on the weak. They call it law, but I call it co-abduction. Ripping souls apart, yeah, that's government corruption. Land of the free, man, that's a contradiction. Cause freedom got conditions in this twisted jurisdiction. White man came, took the land, drew borderlines. Now they calling Mexicans illegal, that's another crime. Ice raids crazy, kidnapping in broad daylight. Separating families, that's wrong, it ain't right. Tears on the pavement, kids with no translation. America preach love, but they practice damnation. False news paint black and brown faces as a threat. But we the hardest workers, bleed sweat, living in debt. Building skyscrapers, mowing lawns and serving plates. The same ones they hate keep America great. It's hypocrisy with badges, patriot disguise. Call it national security, but it's genocide. Stolen land, stolen lives, stolen pride. The truth don't hide, it bleeds from the inside.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, propaganda so sick. Fox News talking lies, playing politics. They say protect the border, but they guarding the ghost. From Tijuana to Texas, it's stolen land coast to coast. You can't deport the people from their native land when your racist flag flew in with a bloody hand. Cages and babies, what kind of nation is that? The cries echo loud, but they turning their backs. If the law is unjust, then justice ain't lawful. A badge on your chest don't make you Godful. They label them illegal, man, that word is obscene. Remember the first these were wigs and they called it the American dream. Ice raids crazy, it's a modern day lynch. History repeats, America don't flinch. Ripping roots from the ground, they call it immigration. It's really reincarnation of colonization. They say we all human, same blood, same beat, but they judge by the border and the color of your feet. No heart, no mercy, no ounce of disgrace. Just politics of fear and a racist face. From Rio Grande to the California coast, they hunting my people, good people, ghosts of the ghosts. Black and brown unity, we all grew up. If you don't like it, take your dog ass back to Europe. Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You seen them ice raids lately? Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You seen them ice raids lately? Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
And let's work like that. Yabs and Shabaka Thumb. Yashimata Bashim Yasha. Go check the song. It's like went out here. Yabs and Shabaka Thumb. Yashimata Bashim Yasha. Shapadi brother calling out. Yo. You good? Yabs and Shabaka Thumb. Yashimata Bashim Yasha. Also, too, Akim, when you're in class, just say it out. Whispering, that's why he ain't hearing nothing. Just say it out. Just say Salaki Shapat, you know, don't Shapat, don't do that. Just get in the habit of just saying it. Just saying it. You know, whoever is here is not an asshole. Like he's seeing what's going on. He's seeing you trying to get the brother's attention. It's not going to be a big deal, all right? I.S.U.P.K. Washington, D.C. law class, scripture breakdown class. We're going to rock it out. I.S.U.P.K. under command and General Yahanna since 1969 when teaching the truth about the Bible. I.S.U.P.K. straight out of Harlem, New York, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Teaching the truth about the Bible. The Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the real Jews. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. The angels are black, Christ is black, and the future kingdom of heaven belongs to the people who this earth hates today. All right? So we're going to get it in. If we have any questions, I'll take them now. If not, let me know. All right, Azan, go ahead.
Sir, so in the kingdom, when it comes to like death, how would we mourn them? Is there like any special traditions aside from just, you know, the burial? Okay,
I got you. Also, to make sure your phones is on vibrate, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so you asking if in the kingdom if there's any special traditions for mourning?
Well, I guess also for like the burial process.
Okay, the burial, we definitely, the I.S.U.P.K. has a burial service. There's a cloth over there on the floor, brother. I don't know if you want to sort it out. All right. The UPK has a burial service. It's headed up by General Hazayan and Captain Zakar. Captain and 10,000 Zakar out of New York. They run the burial service. The school has done many burial services for brothers and sisters in the UPK who have died, and also brothers and sisters who are not part of the UPK but been contacted by family members to do the service. And there's a whole service of it. It's not like your church Christian funeral, right? Even the term funeral comes from, I think, the Greek or the Latin, which means to burn, right? Funeral really means to burn. Funeral doesn't mean to bury. Burial is to what's the proper term for it. And it's our culture to bury. Our culture is not to burn, I would imagine, unless there's some kind of outbreak that needs fire, like the Batman. Right. y'all don't take my channel, so I just let you all know the gloves is off. The gloves is off right now. I'm saying everything and anything, right? So, but unless there's some kind of outbreak, well, it's a medical thing. Go ahead.
It's like, so someone is saying that there's no sound.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Y'all let me know if there's sound. You could check it out on your phones or your devices or whatever. Or if anybody else is in the chat, y'all let me know if there is sound or not. All right. Let me know if there is sound. If you're hearing sound, if you're not hearing sound, let me know. Testing 1, 2. It's up on the mics though. Okay. So if there is sound, then whoever is not hearing, it might be just your phones. It might be your phone or your devices. You're supposed to know the fact that I show up mean there's no flaw on this side. Check your fucking devices, man. Check your devices. You're ready to blame a nigga. You'll see a nigga up here. It's like sir, there's no sound. Like that's my fault. You get the point? If I show up, the problem is probably on your end. So like, just check them devices, brother. Them devices is giving hella problems lately. You know what I mean? I think for everybody going through it with the devices. And the damn the internet, and what's the other thing? The AI. You say that AI drinking up all your damn water and making you pay for it. Good. The AI gangster as shit. Everybody utility bill going up, and it's because of the damn AI and the data centers. But y'all asking me about the sound. Ask the motherfucking AI. He's the artificial one. I'm getting you the real deal holy feel over here. All right. So we have burials, all right? We have burial services. That's always been our tradition. And okay, say a question again, like in the kingdom, how do we mourn or how do we use the whole process of burying?
I guess I'm again the world and like I'm just because I grew up Catholic, like you know, we had a tradition. Someone dies, you get together. This is like Mexicans. I'm not sure how it is for any other Catholic, but
okay,
they would get together for like 9 days and they would do the rosary and you know.
And in the 9 days is the 9 days. Check that for me. Anybody could look it up. Let me know if the 9 days, because in certain Benjamite cultures. And when I say certain Benjamite cultures, you all know even just like how it is with the Latin tribes or with the tribe of Judah, it's different north versus south or Issachar versus Ephraim. So some Benjamite cultures, we have something called 9 night, right? You'll say you get together for 9 days before, but this is part of the wake period, right? That's if the body is out the ground for so long. Sometimes, within the week, the body is in the ground. But if the body is out of the ground for so long, you have what they call a 9 night. It's essentially a wake, right? Go ahead, Shabbat. You can use you'll use the 2 mics until it's need. All right, no sweat. Go ahead.
It's like if I could. The 9 days of prayer after death in the Catholic tradition is called Novena for the Dead or Novena Diales.
That's 9 days. Right?
Sir. The number 9 rooted in the early Christian tradition. The 9-day period mirrors the 9 days the apostles and Mary prayed together in the upper room between Jesus' ascension and Pentecost.
Right. I don't even know if that's actually 9 days. That's something I gotta definitely check out to see if it's actually 9 days. All right. But no, this is what this is where you want to start. You want to start with those councils that they had, those biblical councils they had. Don't get me wrong. Is it Constantine? With the Council of Nicaea, the Council of Constantinople, the Council of Chalcedon. I think that was the main 3. There's a few more, but those are the 3 main councils that they had when the church essentially split between the East and the West, or the Neri and the Galopi. Neri meaning black, Galopi referring to the white. The Neri was the eastern side of the church, which is why a lot of the Eastern Orthodox churches have the images of the disciples as black, Mary as black, like the Russian icons. That would be coming from the Neri side. The Galopi side was more the white side, which is like the Greek Roman, the Greek Europeans, which is the western side of the church. I believe that's when that church split. And they're trying to maintain their religion and their hold over the common people. They had these councils of what they would teach as doctrine or dogma to the common people. And it was found that it was a mix of what the church or the Bible taught and what the common people believed in. Because you had to do that in order for the people to accept your Catholicism or your Christianity, right? So the what we would have as our customs, like for instance, in the Latin tribes, right? Ephraim does it, Simeon does it, Issachar does it with the days for the dead. What's the other thing that happens? Oh boy, it's around October, it's around Halloween time. Go ahead. I forget the name of it.
Is it called the Day of the Dead? Something like that?
That's Issachar's own, but the church has a festival, not festival, it's like a high holy day, it's a day. It's like right after Halloween. Yep, chapter. Check this again out, please. Cap, I'll call you right back. I'll talk to you after. All right, no sweat. Yep, chapter. It's All Saints Day or All Souls Day, right? Yeah, you've heard of that before? Right? That's also worshiping of the dead. It happens right around Halloween time because Halloween was Sam. Let's plug it in to make sure it's all the way plugged in. It doesn't seem to be all the way plugged in. Okay, or this is the wrong one. This could be the wrong one that has a short. That anytime you touch the wire is okay. Just make sure, because the other day I came in, I saw these on the side up on that table. Okay, kind of. You understand? It could have been it was mixed up. You get what I'm saying? So we just double check it and see, because I don't know if hitting the table, I don't know what it is. All right, but we'll work that out. Right. So Samhain or Samhain's Day is where you get the Halloween from, right? And that comes from the pagan custom of what's up? I don't think you need to do all of that right now. All right, I appreciate that. All right. It comes from that pagan culture of almost like worshiping the dead, but you're maintaining the dead or the spirit of the dead for whatever pagan reasons, where they would leave gifts out or food, and people would dress up like the dead and say the spirits is wandering and you don't want to vex the spirits. And of course, from that, the Christians have the All Souls Day, where the very day after Samhain's Day or Samhain's Day, they have All Saints Day, where they go and light a candle for a loved one who died. All them churches, not the modern day church or the Pentecostal, those Pentecost church would be a modern, extra vibey churches. The more Catholic church, Orthodox churches, they do it where they have a ton of candles in the church all over the place. Even graveyards, you'd see people going and putting a candle on the tombstone, right? On top of the tombstone. Sometimes they do it throughout the year, but I know on this All Saints Day, All Souls Day, November, I believe it's November 1st. It's a common tradition, but that's one of the things that was married in with the councils. You get me? Now you have also, so like, man, I cut this fan back. I'm wondering why the fuck I'm under here springing water like a damn waterfall. It's a little bit less. Yeah, that's the one. That might be too. Let me try that and see. All right. In addition to that, you had the whole thing with the Trinity that was decided in those councils. The doctrine of the Trinity, the virgin birth. The doctrine of the virgin birth was also decided in those councils. I believe a few others. All right. So you would see a lot of pairing of pagan culture with what the Catholics, where the Christian church comes from, teaches, not necessarily what's in the Bible. You get the point? Now, biblically, we don't have a tradition of wake, but how we are a social people. If you notice, Israelites, we are a very social people. Everything is bring drinks and food and turn some music on. Find out you're pregnant, drinks and food. The baby come, drinks. Oh, before the baby come, gender the baby, drinks and food. Baby come, drinks and food. She reach 15, drinks and food. He make the football team, drinks and food. I just bought my first car, drinks and food. We're a very social type of people. So now, of course, somebody suffering a loss, drinks and food, because it's a social bonding experience. It's not necessarily, you're not going to find a commandment saying do this and do that. But there's certain, there we go again. So what the fuck? This motherfucker trying to lead the truth though. Switch it out. Just jump on it quickly if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Just see if you could switch it out. It might be that these are it probably is one of those down there that's not supposed to be up. Let's try another one, all right? I can't say what's going on with it, if it's the plug or what. Right? Now you're gonna find precepts that talk about it. Hold up.
While you're getting that, here's a question on topic, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Young man Chris from Judah says, Salaga, sir, if I may piggyback off the brother's question, would the Day of the Dead be a part of the 9 days?
No, what's the day? You gotta break down the Day of the Dead for me, because that's I haven't grown up with that culture. Make sure that cord is not wrapped around that pole like that. You see how it's wrapped around the pole? If you ever work with tools, that is the worst thing to do. You know what I mean? It's better like that, brother. All right. And just before you even put it up, just test it out. Just test it out. You know how to tighten that thing so it doesn't move? All right. So that thing out on that table over right behind you before you even put it up. All right. Go ahead, I.S.U.P.K.
So the Day of the Day is usually towards the end of October. And it lines up with Halloween. Things probably a day before. And it's just a day where we leave out drinks.
Try another one. That's
like
not it.
Tequila, some sweet bread, and we put up pictures of our past.
The people who passed, relatives who passed. So that would be the Day of the Dead. That would be what the Christians have as All Saints Day or All Souls Day. Do you all light candles for the Day of the Dead as well?
We would go to the cemetery and
go to the cemetery, put candles, flowers, talk to the person. All that's All Saints Day or All Souls Day. Look up All Saints Day or All Souls Day for me.
It's really a big party.
That's again, now it's not biblical, but because we are the children of the Lord, we take things that are common and we make them special, when really it's because of our flavor these things gain prominence and gain popularity, if you understand what I'm saying. All right, go ahead.
No, but in the meantime, here in the US, all they do really is dress up monsters.
Well, that's because of the Halloween. You get the point? It's not working. All right, no, so just give me one of them and let's see how best we go. Just be prepared to just adjust it if it does. All right. We just had to work that whole thing out. Don't wrap that cord around like that, brother. We just talked about it. All right. To water to it. All right. Just give me one of them, line it up, and we rock with it. We probably had to work with one with a battery or something. Yeah, we good. It's on. All right, to water. All right. And that's because of Halloween ain't what it used to be. We out again here. God damn. This is a wild one here, boy. It's trying to send a message or something. You got to figure out where it's shortened. You just try this one more time here, if you don't mind, all right? I'm just trying to keep the distractions at a low. Let's try one more time. Just adjust the plug. Just get it up. Does it work? You know, mess with something? Right, so Halloween now is marketed a certain way, all right? It's out again. Try it one more time. What did you touch for it to come on? Give me another one. The one you had up here first seemed to hold on more. I'm not too sure. But Halloween is marketed heavily. And it's marketed for, initially Halloween was marketed with the kids. Now Halloween is a adult thing. And now Halloween is no longer dressing up like a dead person, which is where the scary monsters come from. And it's now just dressing up. You could be a sports player. You could be this, but it's all marketing to bring the paganism together with the religion. You get the point? Go ahead.
And I have some with All Saints Day and All Souls Day. All Saints Day is November 1st. All Souls Day is November 2nd. And let's see if it works. You could get the other one ready in the meantime, man. All Saints Day is November 1st. And All Souls Day is November 2nd.
What the fuck is the difference?
The first is for the saints, remembering the saints, and then the second is for
the rest of the souls, the people who is not saints.
Who believe, kind of who just believe.
Yeah, that sounds like some white. Even in death, the white man gonna segregate your dumb ass. In death, he gonna segregate your ass. That's really what the hell that is. The first is for the the nobles, which is the saints, and the second is for you people who couldn't afford to pay to become a saint because you wasn't Mother Teresa or Saint Francis of Assisi or wherever else. You get the point? But it's all with the whole thing with death, which comes from just marrying what the church teaches with the pagan religion, pagan customs. All right. So now with hold on. Okay, give me Ecclesiastes 7. Ecclesiastes 7, you could start at maybe 1.
All of a sudden, there's some mad people.
Say again?
People are mad.
Oh, yeah, it's the title. It's the title, but don't be mad with me. Don't be mad with me. I didn't say she folded. I didn't say she choked. And she folded like an umbrella. Trump is a frat boy. Trump is a frat boy.
No,
like that is some fraternity shit to say. That's some, drinking beer from a keg upside down, beer back type shit to say. She folded. And what you say? She choked. She folded like an umbrella. You all know what I'm talking about. Trump said this about Judge Pirro. Judge Pirro is the U.S. Attorney General for DC. And this is the one who he put in there to, drive home law and order in DC. Right? You all remember they was prosecuting this former Olympian for damaging the pool. Trump saying he was running a razor blade across. He ripped 18 feet or something like that, or 18 meters, some shit like that. Some long ass thing he ripped out of the pool when the damn devil just went down there and touched the water and pulled up a piece that was floating. So Judge Pirro is prosecuting the case as the Attorney General. I believe that's what her title is. Somebody could look it up to be sure. And on Monday, she went to the White House with the trolley they hold, like lawyers with the box. She went to the White House with boxes on a trolley, the little walking trolley, of evidence that this devil did not damage the pool, that the pool was damaged because of shoddy workmanship. Trump down there fired the bitch out. Right now, they're wondering if she's going to keep her job. Trump, in a press conference on Monday, said she choked. I can't believe it. She folded like an umbrella. What do you want the bitch to do? Lie? That's why he should have hired a white woman. His problem is Janine Pirro ain't a devil. She's Lebanese or some shit like that. There's a limit to her, devilishness, if you want to call that. If he wanted a full-blown devil, he needed to get one of them blonde-haired, blue-eyed women up in there. You get the point? That's where he really needed to get up in there. And we got the proof that that's what would have worked. A straight-up Becky would have went in there and said, yes, he scuba dived and he scraped the shit. He did it with his eyes. He sneezed in the water and the germs made the algae grow. He don't want to hear evidence that this devil innocent. What the fuck is he talking about? I'm Trump, goddammit. You're fired. Yeah. So they're big mad about that shit. I couldn't give a damn. Be mad. Be mad. Just know how many months till November. How many months till November? Yeah, 3 months. Wyclef had a song say, I'll be gone till November. You motherfuckers gonna be gone after November the way y'all going. The rate you're going at, I think November going to be your last free month on this earth. Because, boy, save Bibi Netanyahu or a nuclear bomb, I think you all might be in chains come November. Go ahead.
Like, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I posted it. I saw when Netanyahu came down, he came down 695 off of Sulan Parkway.
I forgot about that. He came last week, right?
Con, this was the biggest brigade I've ever seen ever. And I'm thinking about why. I'm talking about bigger than the president brigade. Like, they was for like 2 miles.
They shut the whole thing down now. Anytime he comes in, they shut the shit down when Carter died and they brought the coffin in. I was for sure on the road, and I was grateful I was on the other lane. I was going southbound when they was coming northbound. Right. And I think from 390, where 395 runs right at the outside of DC, all the way back down Suitland Parkway. From 295 Suitland Parkway, I mean, there's no traffic. It's blocked off. You can't be on the same road with them fools. Go ahead.
No, it's like I'm about to say they all usually shut it all the way down to Andrews Air Force Base.
That's where they come in at.
But this just happened to be the biggest brigade I've ever seen. Like the brigade was like a mile long, and I'm thinking to myself, why is it longer than the real presidential brigade? Because he's a fugitive.
Yeah, well, listen, nobody trying to arrest Trump right now, but they're trying to lock BB up. You got the point?
Oh God.
So back to the burial. All right, you mad people, y'all could be mad as much as you want. I need to start a damn channel since they're so mad with it. They could pay to come on and say shit to me. I'll just sit there all day long and y'all just pay to talk shit. All right. Yeah, the super chat. You know what I mean? Okay, you give me 7 and 1.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better.
No, give me from verse 2. No, that's good. Let's start with verse 1.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
All right, a good name is better than precious ointment. Precious ointment is like perfume, right? Like, you know, we are always a people that was into, again, because we're social, you had to smell good. You know what I mean? We're not like the oppressor. You get the point? You had to smell right because of the social aspect of things. You get what I'm saying? So precious ointment is more so like, you know, perfumed oil. It's like frankincense or something else. You get the point? And it says the day of death is better than the day of one's birth. Break that down for me, Isaac.
Because when the day of your death, people remember you.
Everybody coming to say how much they loved you. That they just only remembered when you died. You get the point? When the day you die, people gonna come together. People gonna come together more. So now you looking at our culture, is because of how social we are. You'll get knocks on the door from people who probably would not normally knock on your door. And yeah, hey, so-and-so died. Are you okay? I brought some food. I know you probably ain't had time to cook. You're too stressed. I brought some food. I brought some drink. Here you go. People coming and checking on you. You get the point? The day of death is better than the day you was born. The day you was born, hey, you had the baby there, something. But yeah, ain't nobody traveling to come, you know, really. You'll see the baby sometime. You're expecting now this child to live. So in the future, you're going to eventually see the child. But somebody dead, they're gone. People are going to show up. People are going to come because it's just a normal, healthy, social construct we have. Now, to put it to an exact tradition of 9 days and this and that, those exact things, that's not our culture. That comes from the heathen and pagan culture. You get the point? Is there any more? Hold on. Yeah, keep going. Verse 2.
Verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is in the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
Right? Read that one more time.
it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Okay.
For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
All right, break that down for me.
So it's better to remember someone than to go out and just get drunk and
don't say nothing about getting drunk there.
Well, I mean like feasting, you know, just having like a good time and
okay, that's what you want. You don't wanna because you could have a good time without getting drunk. Get the point? It said feasting, right? Meaning, okay, so it's better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men. Meaning, someday you're gonna die, and you would probably want people to come check on your own family. You would want people to come and you get the point?
The house of mourning.
So the house of mourning. This is every people here, they ain't out just having fun, just living carefree. Somebody just died. You get the point? And only when someone dies is when you start to take an account, like an inventory of life. All the time, up until somebody dies, you really don't consider mortality too much. You don't consider mortality too much unless you have a near-death experience. The car slip on the road, some shit happen that's unfortunate that make you be like, and now you're thinking. But then by the next traffic light, you good. But when somebody dies who you know or know of, sometimes you sit back and take an inventory of yourself. You get the point? So now it's telling you here, it's better to go to the house of mourning than the one of feasting, because all men die at some point, right? And the living will lay it to his heart. Like who's left, this thing is going to be on your mind now. This thing is going to be on your mind. So it's better to go to the house of mourning. You're all here, you're gathered here together for this one person. You get the point? You're gathered to we being social, we have that in us, but it's not something like it has to be 9 days. It has to be 5. It has to be 3. Some religions, I think, do 3 days, the 2 or 3 days before they bury. You get the point? I think them Arabs, I think the next day is only 1 day, 1 night. By the next day, that nigga had to be in the ground. You know what I mean? So as far as the traditions, for us, it's more social than an exact type of science, right? What is exact for us is the burial procedure, the burial procedure, the day, the service, stuff like that, the laws concerning being unclean, of course. And there's a precept. I think brother's supposed to text it to me. If not, I'll try to text it to you later on. I know there's a precept for when the casket is closed. That's it. It's done. It can't be reopened for somebody to view. It's done. You get the point? And that happens at a certain point in the service. And of course, there's a way to wrap the body for the biblical procedure. There's certain ointments. Go ahead.
So in our tradition, we would wrap the body?
Yeah, you wrap the body in. Yeah, I'm not in the burial department. Captain Zakar is, General Hazes or General Hazian is over it. Captain Zakar is directly in, he really runs it with General Hazian. I believe a few brothers work in the service, Captain Akkad, Captain Katiza, another you regular brothers who would go help do the service. I think Officer Shah, he also did the service when he buried his father. That was an example of doing it for somebody who's not in the school, but is a relative of somebody else. And the family wants to do it. I think Officer Barriath in Trinidad the same way did the same thing. There's a few brothers who did it for their relatives. And it's because of people who people in the world will attend the UPK burial, and the UPK burial is, if you ever seen it, is very honorable. The whole vibe on it is something. If you ever been to a military burial, like somebody who's ex-military, like I've been to one here, and I could see, okay, at least for show, they just show that they value this person, even though they really don't. It's just a procedure. But that's the closest thing I've seen to a UPK burial service. But it's very honorable. The way how everything is laid out, what's said, what's, the vibe on it, and the UPK presence. Like the brothers there with the headpieces and the garments all black, incense burning, the whole thing smelling like frankincense. And then the other ones, there's an expensive one called spikenard or spikenard, super expensive oil. All that is what you drizzle on the body. Like I've heard people come and say, what are you all doing? What's this? Damn, when I die, this is how I want to go. I'm talking about people who attended the funeral of somebody else who we was doing the service for. I've heard it. They come on the side, and then the whole thing just looks real official because UPK brothers are conducting the cars coming in, ushering people to their seats. You know what I mean? There's brothers posted up on Shamar. You get the point? The shit just look. It's not that Christian shit. That Christian shit is just, that shit makes the death worse. Goddamn, damn near. It's like, you're killing this nigga again with all this, nonsense. The UPK one is a little bit more of a proper send-off. It's a proper send-off. It's honorable. And of course, we know that this person is coming back. You get the point? We understand that, so it makes it a little bit more, it puts a little more body on it. It's more wholesome. You leave there feeling stronger, not weaker, which is what the Christian church and everybody else does. You feel like you lost. It's a loss, but you ain't leaving feeling like you lost. This is the proper, I'm going to come and say, this is the real way to get. The UPK burial, you leave there feeling like you have the feeling of, I've did my duty to the end for this person who I love. Versus, oh, I lost them, I'll never see them again. You feel like I had a duty to do, and I did this duty till you in the ground. It's a different, you feel a little bit more, okay, I did my job, versus the, brokenness that the church leaves you with. All right, go ahead.
So with this, let's say you're in the UPK and your family doesn't like you being in the UPK, but you want, everybody's going to die. You want a UPK burial.
Okay.
How can you ensure that the UPK has charge of the funeral, of the burial vices, your family taking charge and giving you a Christian?
Okay, I'm gonna come to you. Okay, because I'm not in the burial department, I'll loosely say this. First off, you want to contact General Hazayan or Captain Zakar directly about that. All right. There may be some legal way to do it. You might want to start expressing that to your family. That's a difficult conversation to have. It's like, well, when I die, nigga, what, you sick? That's what they're gonna come with. What's all this death talk about? You know what I mean? It might worry them some more. I don't know. So you want to definitely contact the general about it, or Captain Zakar if you don't get General Hazayan, and they could give you some direction on how to go. It sounds like it might be a legal issue for the legality of it, but there's definitely a smoother way to do it, which will be involving those family members who going to try to take it over. There's some family members, because of Christianity, they love funerals. They just love the emotion. They like to cry. That's all I put it to. Like, you just a old crying ass motherfucker. You just love the sadness and nothing else. You get the point? You're not there for too much else. Like, you need to cry, they need to cry. You don't really care about this person. You just want to go and see who's there and stuff like that. There's people like that who will try to come take over the whole thing for you when you die. It's another excuse for people to fight each other. For issues they have with each other, but they're using your death to spark everything, to catalyze everything. You get what I'm saying? So get the counsel on it. Might need some, legal steps taken on paper, but you might want to just start to let them know from now. Start to let them know from now, how it's going to be, and it'll start to soften the knee-jerk reaction that would come from you passing. You want to let them know from now. Invite them to Passover. Invite them to something. Let them just get familiar. They mightn't like it. They mightn't like it, but they get familiar. They might see a brother in the supermarket. Oh, I remember you from the class. Hey, shalom, brother. I can't pronounce your name, whatever. They just want to ease them already into the fact that they're not going to have control over that stage of, the end of your life. If you understand what I'm saying. You probably want to do that. But specifically, anybody who's concerned about it, just get with General Hazayan or Captain Zakar about, how you want to be buried in the event that you pass before Christ returns. You get the point? When Christ returns, you're going to get buried how he say get buried. There ain't going to be no ifs, ands, buts, maybes about it. But before that, if it is you're concerned about it, just get some counsel on it. But it's definitely something you want to plan for, just like you would plan for if you have a child in the truth. You might come into the truth and you plan to have children. You might be like, well, I want my children to have a Hebrew name. I want them to get anointed. If you have a male child, you want them to get circumcised. You get the point? You're trying to keep the culture. How would you go about doing that? You're going to have to say that up front with whoever else is there. You don't want to just blindside somebody with something. You get the point? You're going to get more fight like that. You just want to introduce it to them early on, make the talk, stuff like that. But for sure with the burial, get with the burial department about it. All right? We good? I think there's one more here, right? Isaiah, give me on verse 4. No, you can read 3. You can read 3 into 4.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
Mm-hmm. So sorrow is better than laughter, right? Like your countenance is made better because of the experience. Because you're there with somebody suffering, it does something for your character. You understand? Like there's some people could go through life as long as life is good. But when life is rough, some people can't go through it. They can't carry on with it. And then it's hard to find people who will join in with it being rough with you. You get the point? It's telling you here, this is the reason why it's better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting or festivities, because these motherfuckers ain't going to stick around. You get the point? Go ahead.
Verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning,
mm-hmm.
but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth.
Right? So no, this is just giving you overall guidance on what you should choose to do, because most people will not choose the hard road. Right? So this is in general letting you know how you should be, what you should look to, what you should esteem. But based on your question about death, this is about mourning. You get the point? And it's good to go to the house of mourning. It's better to be in, with the people who in mourning, who are sad, than anywhere else. You might have somewhere else to go. Death is untimely. You get the point? You might be planning to go on vacation. Somebody come and die. That vacation may just have to chill, right or wrong. You might lose some money. You might lose some money, right or wrong. You might lose some money on that vacation because this person died. What you going to do? Be mad at them for dying? You get the point? This is just, it's just an inopportune time. But here you could see, okay, it's saying go to the house of mourning. Be with the person who is mourning. We are people who social, so just expect it with us, whatever tribe it's in. There's some things across the tribes, it's universal. And death, we treat it all the same. You go to a wake, there's music playing, and some people crying, some people laughing, some people laughing and crying. People bringing food, the kids there asking questions. I'm coming to you. There's drinks coming. You get the point? Because we're social, but we also have this in our spirit, going to the house of mourning. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not, we don't have a set date and time. So this person die until they get into the ground. Just expect visitors. Expect people to come visit. You know, people will come by and say, okay, I just wanted to drop this off. You all right? How you doing? And they'll read in here by the door because, you know, sometimes some people want to be left alone. And then other times, some people do not want to be left alone. They may not say it, but you just have to come and sit there in the room. You don't have to talk. You just have to be there. Notice they might need some water. Notice they might need some food. You get the point? It's just, we're social. Just remember that we are social people. Go ahead, Shepard.
Like, so I had missed some of it. Did you ever mention, like, my question, can you put it in your will? They like legally have to go by that?
Well, again, I don't want to speak on that because I'm not part of that department.
Okay.
That department been doing, you know, burials longer than I've been in the truth. So there's things they have experienced. They may already have some paper because, you know, Esau's court, a lot of it is paper. So two people could have a contract on paper. You get the point? So you may not have to go do a will. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You really just want to get with the department on it. I'm sure there's a protocol for it. And if there isn't, you coming to them about it might spark it. You get the point? But I wouldn't just go do it off the break because now that might have other ramifications. You get the point? It might have unforeseen things where it's like, if it wasn't for this piece of paperwork, this thing could be done. You get the point? Okay. So you want to get with the burial department if you have concerns about it and you want to make sure if something does happen untimely, that you get a UPK burial. Like, this has to be done. You don't want preacher so-and-so or some prophetess or somebody, you know, saying stuff about you in this broad or this woman, this man don't even know you. You want your people there talking about you, doing it the biblical way. You get the point? Which is how they would have buried Christ. You get the point? When they put him in that tomb, it would be the same thing with the wrapping. You get the point? Remember, the woman, I think it was Mary, was dressing him with the oils. This is our custom. You get the point? So if you want that for you and you're expecting pushback from your family, just contact the burial department. You're going to get a whole, you know, step 1, 2, 3, all the way down to the grave of how to make that happen if that happens before Christ returns. You get the point? No sweat, brother. No sweat. We good to go? I believe that's it. I think I had one more precept for you. You know. Hold on. Burying. It might come back to me. I think I had another precept about burying for you. All right. And if I get that one from the brother, this is brother Captain Zakar in the burial department, he was telling me about it where there's a precept that says once that casket is closed, it's done. It's done. You can't disturb this person's rest after that. You get the point? And this is, again, this is not, I don't want to say for sure, but this is part of how we do it. We all know that person's not there. When somebody dies, their spirit goes to the Lord. They're not in that body anymore. That body is just a vehicle that they drove while they was on earth. They're not there. You doing this to honor them, but they're not there. You get the point? And that's it. You good?
Come.
All right. Go ahead.
Question. So how do I? Okay, so let's say you have something on your mind, and you know you wanted to do something, right? Whether it be go back to school or start a new trade or do something. How do you know that it's the Most High wanting you to go in that direction, or just Satan just trying to trick you and do something different?
Okay. First off, this is for anybody. Okay, so you want to know if you have an idea to do something, whether it's to go to college, start a business, leave your slavery currently, whatever. You want to know if this is the Lord's will or if this is Satan. Right? So, okay, this is for everybody with everything. Give me in the Apocrypha about counsel. All right. This is how you want to approach life with everything. All right. I think it's in the Apocrypha. Come on, nigga. Is it in the Apocrypha? All right, give me first Tobit 4:18.
Slightly, sir, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got Proverbs 19 and 20.
Let me hear that.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end.
Right. So it's encouraging you to get counsel. That's a good one. That's not the one I want. That one is telling you to hear counsel. If counsel is being given, counsel is like advice or best expert advice or advice based on experience. It's telling you to hear it. This one is a little bit different, the one I want, but I'll take that too. Give me what's that one again? Arawadia? Proverbs what?
That was Proverbs 19 and 20, sir.
Proverbs 19 and 20. You could write that down too. Give me
sorry if I can.
Go ahead.
I have Tobit 4:18.
Let me hear that.
Ask counsel of all that are wise, and despise not any counsel that is profitable.
Right? Ask counsel of all that are wise, and despise not any counsel that's profitable. So again, it's telling you to go get counsel from somebody who, know what the hell they're talking about. All right. I found it. Give me Ecclesiasticus 37 and 16.
Ecclesiasticus 37 and 16. Let reason go before every enterprise.
Say it one more time.
Let reason go before every enterprise.
Say it one more time.
Let reason go before every enterprise.
Go ahead.
And counsel before every action.
Let reason go before every enterprise. You're just asking about business. That's why I wanted this one. All right, Arawadia.
Sir.
Right, you see it because it's telling you to seek this counsel before you make these decisions. It's always good, It's always good. Just get in the habit of doing it. Now, coming from the world, we're not encouraged to call people for advice. It's sometimes an embarrassing thing, or we're used to people clowning you for it. That's not the atmosphere in here. In here, somebody might be more angry with you for not saying, this is what's going on. What should I do? You get the point? In here, it's encouraged to call for whatever, an opinion, a second look. Sometimes you ever hear the phrase, you need to bounce something off a wall like a ball? You want to bounce a thought off the wall. Here's your sounding board. And here's where people who genuinely love and care for you and want to see you succeed will tell you, man, listen, that sounds like a good idea. This is who you give this brother a call, or give this sister a call. They in that field. They might know a little bit more than me. See what they say. Or somebody might tell you, nigga, that's a crackhead dream you're talking about there. You need to stop. This is what you should do. Go do this instead. And that's why I tell you, don't despise good counsel, because we are a people, we also get caught up in our feelings, and we might feel we have the most potential. All we just need is to get out of there and let people see the skill you have, and you could go do it. Just don't call and ask for no rent when your business ain't making no money. You You get the point? Because the counsel was, this is probably not your gift. Your gift is somewhere else. You get the point? So you want to seek counsel. Read it one more time.
Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus 37:16. Let reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action.
Okay, give me hold on. Skip up.
Seven and 8.
What verse?
Verse 7 and verse 8, sir.
Okay, that goes just more into again counsel. Hold on. 13. Hold on. No. 14. Give me from 14 on down.
Ecclesiasticus 37:14.
Uh-huh.
For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower.
No, this is not won't. This is like want. Like a desire. But this is like Old English. Right? Go ahead, read it one more time.
For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower. And above all this pray to the Most High that he will direct thy path in truth.
Go ahead.
Let reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action.
So now it's putting it together. It's saying sometimes your mind will tell you more than 7 watchmen on a high tower. Now that's saying a lot. If you understand that shit, you understand that this is talking to black people about black people. Because you know so much, because, you know, you could see more than 7 men on the highest. Think about if you stood on top of the monument in DC. Think about what all you could see. Everything you could see. You could probably see road closures. You could see, you know, you could see the whole city from up there. And imagine a man on the ground who can't see past around the corner. He's telling you of the whole plan and what you should do when you could see this shit ain't gonna work because you up there. Now your mind is telling you more than 7 men who all over the place watching that, coming together with all these information. You'll be like, nah, we should go left. When they all telling you you shouldn't go left. Sometimes your mind will do that. Your mind will tell you a ton of shit that you shouldn't listen to. Sometimes you should listen. You want to pray and ask the Lord to show you what's true. Remember, the precept says what? The heart is deceitful above everything. That's in Proverbs. Your mind is deceitful. Your mind, you cannot trust your mind. You're a dummy if you trust your mind. Because you will never tell yourself you're wrong. How many people ever told themselves they're wrong? You're wrong. You're lying right now. You're wrong right now. You're wrong right now. You've never told yourself you was wrong. You're always right. I'm right about this. I'm right about that. I was right. I ain't see nothing wrong with my actions. But when somebody tells you you're wrong, how does that feel? How does that feel? Oh, you're being honest. It feels like shit. I'll say it. It doesn't feel good. But if you're wise, you wouldn't refuse good counsel. Sometimes you need to hear about yourself. How would you feel if you look in a mirror and the mirror is not showing you you? What would you do to that mirror? You toss that shit because it's lying to you, right? That's you with yourself. You prefer lie to yourself than hear the truth. You want to, and okay, this is a muscle you're going to have to exercise. Coming from the world, we've all been reared up to only appreciate feeling good. We've all been reared up to just love compliments and you're so negative and go here with that bad vibe. And sometimes you need to hear that shit so you could straighten up, so you could change, so you could be better. You get the point? You want to embrace that Because in here, you're gonna get good and bad. You're gonna get cut with a sword, and somebody's gonna sew you back up. You get the point? But it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary. You would never go to a doctor that just tell you, you're fine, you're strong, you're healthy, good bill of health. You'll never, and they always tell you that, and then come to find out you terminally ill from something that if you knew 10 years ago, you could have gotten treatment. How would you feel about that damn doctor? You want a doctor to tell you, listen, nigga, you're sick. Take this. Stop eating that. Stop doing this. Stop drinking that. What's wrong with you? I told you this before. You're going to die. You need, that's what you want the doctor to tell you, right? I would hope so. We don't go to the doctor anyway. I wonder why. I wonder why. A nigga ain't taking the car to the mechanic. Once the car's starting, we going. The Lord is with me. Take the bitch to the mechanic, man. Let them see what's wrong with it. Pay the money, fix. You get the point? You want to embrace that thing because you're not in the world anymore. If you're in the truth, you're in the truth. And sometimes the truth don't sound good, but that don't mean it's not the truth anymore because you hurt. Sometimes you need to hurt. It's just part of life. Sometimes you're going to need to hurt. You're going to need to be in an uncomfortable situation. Sometimes you just, what the hell? But this is part of it. You get the point? So with that now, you want to definitely don't just listen to yourself. Do your research, put shit down on paper. That's how you know when a nigga's serious. Because unless you write some shit down, this is some pipe dream that in 2 weeks when your mood changes, you're not going to want to do this. You put this on paper, you do research, you have prices, you have percentages and how much investment this or how much this job pays and what your bills are. Like, you serious about this because you're writing it down. You actually putting some effort into it. You pray and ask the Lord to show you the truth, and you seek counsel before any enterprise. You seek counsel. Now, counsel ain't an order. It ain't an order. The counsel could be your brother. You should go ahead and do that. I think that's too hard for you to do. And you could say, you know what, I ain't doing it, change my mind. That's fine. The counsel could be, you should not do that, sis. I'm just letting you know. That's not wise. It's 20% chance of survival. When I say survival, meaning success in the business or the option, 80% chance this thing is going to fail. Of course, you have a hero mindset, so you just trying to rain on my parade. No problem. Go ahead, bet on 20% if you want to. Right? And you could just go ahead and do it. Counsel is counsel. It's advice. You don't have to take it. But you want to hear from somebody who probably did this thing before. Probably. They may have. You may not know they did it before. Guess why? Who knows why? Who knows why you may not know this person did it before? Even though this person, you know, they have a lot of advice. But
because it might have failed.
Yeah, because it failed. That's why you don't know they did it. That's why they're telling you, I ain't too sure that it won't work. Get the point? Well, and especially in America, brother, business is a crux thing. It's a crux game. If you want to be successful, it's a crux game. It's all about robbing people. It's all about getting work for free. You get the point? That's what business in this place is, It's a crux game, It's, you sell somebody a cat in a bag. You get the point? Never open the bag, but yeah, there's a cat in here. That's what this place is. So you going into some type of endeavor. Think about school, Everybody, well, now it's moving away because of AI, but there was a time, get your degree, get your diploma, go get a degree. Everybody remembers that, right? Where's people working with degrees now? Walmart, McDonald's, Uber. Why? Because it was a crux game, and you have debts, so you still got to pay that loan. Right or wrong? So that's what you need to understand coming out of the world. White man is the devil. Whatever opportunity he has out there for you, if it seems good for you, it's delicious for him, which means there's some kind of crooked shit you're not seeing. Get counsel before you go in. Get counsel before you go do something. It's always something you don't see. You get the point? You wanna really be careful about it. consider it. And also, too, in here, you want to start doing things on purpose. You want to start being very on purpose about what you do, how you are, how you dress, how you talk, how you walk. Let nothing just be willy-nilly. That's the life of people in the world. People in the world are very willy-nilly. Well, why do you do that? I don't know. Stop. Don't do that shit. When you start living a certain way, you know that, okay, I'm doing this thing and there's repercussions for this. There's repercussions for everything. You know, there's pros and cons. And you're better able to take accountability for your life, responsibility for certain things. You'll be more successful because now when you do hit success or you go into a vein where there's progress now, you're seeing it. Because you were so purposeful with what you were doing, guess what you'll be able to do now? What would you be able to do because you did everything on purpose or you tried to do things on purpose and you was very, aware of what you were doing? What would you be able to do when you hit a vein of success?
Slack yourself.
Go ahead.
You'll be able to share what you went through to others, to your nation, or to family, or
now somebody can come to you for counsel.
Counsel.
Because you did everything here on purpose. You could go back. Similarly, if there's a failure, what could you do? You could go back and see, okay, at this point, shit started going left. You get the point? This thing here, ordered too much of this, or I chose the wrong program to go in. I did what's called the courses in college where you have to do just that. That's the basic stuff before you choose you know what I'm talking about? I forget it. Say again. If that's what they call it, I don't know. Raise your hand next time, though, all right? Please. But I don't know what they call it. But there's something everybody has to do. And then you could choose which direction you want to go in. You might be in there doing this, and you had a mind to go into veterinarian or whatever. And then it come to find out these vets ain't making that money you thought. You thought that the Instagram vet was making good money. That bitch ain't making no good money. She just making shit look good. But she ain't making no good money. You come to find out that you need to go into, I don't know, nursing or shit. Who the hell knows? Whatever it is, you might need to change and pivot. But because you did things so on purpose and you was accountable and you're watching everything, you're a little bit more wise to everything now. You get the point? And a mistake or a failure is not so catastrophic because now you can learn from it. You understand? You could learn from this thing. You could rebound. You could go here. You could, all right, go back to this point and launch from here and go somewhere else. Long story short, you want to just get the counsel. You want to get counsel. Now, this is the other thing. Not every single thing is the Lord wants you to do this or Satan wants you to do that. Because if that's the case, then it's a decision. It's a debate to go outside. Does the Lord want me to go outside today or is Satan waiting for me outside the door? Nigga, just go outside. Don't get high. Don't pop no horse. You don't eat crab, shrimp, and lobster. That's that. You get the point? There's a basic thing you could do that you know what the Lord wants you to do. And knowing what the Lord wants you to do, you know wherever you are. If you're in prison, that's what you're doing. You get the point? Now, for something more specific like that, like a life-changing thing or something you want to go do, just get some counsel with it. Those things are less about if it's the Lord's will or Satan's will, more so of if this is wise or unwise for you. You get the point? Okay. It's more about that than the other thing. All right? Okay. Anything else?
So, do you want to do that thing we talked about?
I'm not sure we have some time. We may not have the time. We could skip again. All right? Okay. Go ahead.
And there's a question from Cora Lacombe. Says, Shalom, Lord Christ, sir. Can I get a breakdown on the scripture, sir? Psalms 8 and 4. What does it mean by what is man, sir, the water?
No, sir. Psalms 8 and 4. Okay.
Also, like sir, to the earlier question that you was asking about, it's like regular college courses outside your major.
The major is the one that you commit to, right? Like this is the thing you're going to be doing for a living. But then there's like base college courses that you kind of have to do. And some of them is tied to your major, I think. Right? Okay, so yeah, that's definitely, you know what I mean? So 1 or 2 for that.
Hey, on the ball.
Yeah, Shem Shoktam.
Yeah, Shem Shoktam. What's going on, Cap?
The book of Psalms, chapter 8, verse 4. What is man that thou art mindful of him, and the Son of Man that thou visitest him?
So like it. Where we at?
Psalms 8 and 4.
Psalms 8 and 4. Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 8, verse 4. What is man that thou art mindful of him, and the Son of Man that thou visitest him?
Mm-hmm. So, what he was asking?
He asked, what does it mean by what is man?
Okay, it's like saying, like, who am I that you should do this for me? Like, when you think about mankind, we are only powerful in our mind. Like, man is very proud and puffed up. We think we are special. We think we are absolutely amazing. And a sneeze makes everybody wear a mask for 2 years. Remember, y'all forgot about that. Where a nigga start coughing, you start getting nervous because of COVID. Read the precept one more time.
What is man that thou art mindful of?
It's of him. What is man that you have to be so mindful of him for? A nigga cough had you shook. A cough. Not a nuclear bomb. Not some, vigilante shooter. A fucking cough act. People was 6 feet. Oh my God. Paranoid. What is man that you ought to be mindful of him for? Well, what is that about? Right? That's the spirit of what is being said here. Right? Read it again.
What is man that thou art mindful of him,
mm-hmm.
and the Son of Man that thou visitest him?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse
In fact,
5.
skip up to verse 3.
Book of Psalms, chapter 8, verse 3.
No, you got to remember, Psalms is written by who? David, right? Majority of it, I think, is David. And a lot of this is when David was on the run from Saul. So a lot of the Psalms is pain. A lot of it is introspective. A lot of it is him entreating the Lord to change the situation. You get the point? So when you read from verse 1.
O Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set thy glory above the heavens. Verse 2. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings has thou...
Right, so he's saying when he consider all the earth and who had made the heavens, how excellent is the Lord. You get the point? Like David is looking at it in the right way. Like the Lord made all this shit, man. Like how great is the Lord when you really think about it. You get the point? Now think about your life. Most people in here drive, right? Most everybody drives. Anybody doesn't drive? You have ever driven before? Bumper cars count. I will take that. That takes calculation, and you'll understand why I say that. Some people drive and could text, right? Some people could drive and turn in the back seat and adjust something and glance, and the car don't move and they don't run into nothing. That means that little window when you look forward before you look back, that image is in your head, and you making real-time calculations as this monster of metal moves, and you don't cause an accident. You know how much spatial awareness is that? To parallel park to reverse, to drive a small two-door car and then switch in the afternoon to a big semi-truck, and you don't hit nothing. Meanwhile, the white man makes a self-driving car that has an incident every other day, kills people. What the Lord did with you is something amazing. In sports, they got machines that could throw the ball, like you put the ball in a thing and it shoots the ball out and the runner goes to get it. Could that machine curve the ball? It's straight line, right? So that's the only drill. But this quarterback, he could shift and throw into a space where the ball is moving and it bends to meet you where, you know how much calculation you do in that 5 seconds of getting it, stepping back, fake, slide this way, see everybody moving and pick that gap and know that them hands going to be right there at the right height, the right speed, everything. Brother, the Lord is amazing now. But you wouldn't understand that if you're on a slave every day, stuck paying bills, right? You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't appreciate that. Right now, they're building data centers that require, tremendous amount of water just to do what you do naturally. It's called artificial intelligence. You have real intelligence, You don't need that much water. Not what they're talking about. When you consider the Lord is truly amazing in what he designed. Man is just catching up. And man is proud, brother. Man is proud. Man think because they make a shuttle that could go to the moon. You know how much fuel goes into a shuttle to go to the moon? Somebody could look it up. Look up the fuel to go to the moon and how many of those bastards explode and just waste. Man is truly a fool. I've seen a news report, or not news report, but it's like a documentary on Teslas. And they say, I think Tesla uses that lithium battery, right? Anybody knows for sure? Go ahead, Shapat. What you got?
Like you said, it says 6 million pounds, about 700.
6 million pounds of what? Fuel.
Cost.
You don't need the Straits of Hormuz. Just shut NASA down. Wouldn't that be common sense? You don't need a war with Iran. Shut NASA down. What the fuck is in outer space we need? 6 million pounds of fuel? That fool Elon Musk done blew up about 5 SpaceX shit before they launch one. They always blow the hell up. So each time is 6 million pounds? How come he ain't sending them to space on solar power batteries, electricity like the cars?
So like
we probably don't need the war in Iran. We probably just need to shut NASA down and we'll have more fuel. Go ahead, Ak.
So like sir, they just said one just crashed on the moon today.
Brother, listen, Ak. This place is run by a idiot, a child, right? And that's the reason. But the Lord is absolutely amazing in everything. The Tesla batteries for the cars, I believe they're lithium batteries, right? Are they? Somebody just check it out for me. I don't want to misquote. Lithium ion high voltage batteries. They don't allow that shit on the plane. You go on a plane, they ask you if you have lithium batteries. They tell you don't take it on there. Anybody knows why? Anybody ever looked it up? Come on, sis.
Because they'll blow up when they get to a certain amount of the air.
The pressure and the conditions is not good for it. But there's something else with them lithium batteries. Anybody else knows? That's what you was going to say? Somebody else had their hand up? Anybody else knows? Brother, a lithium battery, I did not know this shit. A lithium battery, when it starts to break down, it produces oxygen. So a fire needs oxygen to burn. So if you're trying to out the shit making more oxygen. You can't smother it. You add water to that shit, it's more oxygen. They say these Tesla cars, if they catch on fire, it takes something like 5,800 or 6,000 gallons of water to put it out. Over hours. I'm talking about days you ought to be pouring water on this shit. And After the fire's out, the shit could reignite days later because of the amount of heat. What is man? We should be mindful of him. Like if you could make that thing and have all this energy, surely that should be serving another purpose somewhere else. It shouldn't be doing this thing here we're talking about, because this thing could kill people. Right or wrong? Go ahead.
Continuous fire you talking about is called a thermal runaway.
A thermal what?
Runaway.
I don't know, but I think man is a fool. I'm just trying to tell you. Man is a fool, and David understood that we are fools if we think we're something. If we think we're something, you lose your thumb. Try to figure out how you're living life. Lose your thumb. There was some king in the Bible who used to cut the thumbs and the big toe off of his opponents. And I was like, this was crazy. Jonathan Thumb explained it to me. He said, you got to think about it. You need your thumbs for everything. And your big toe is for balance. You don't realize it until you're spraying your toe and you have to walk on your heel, looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame for the whole week. But your toe presses into the ground for balance. The white man making a robot that's falling over all goddamn time. And then on the ground, and that's doing the shit on the ground. Man, you can't think you something. You taking hundreds of years to do what the Lord done did and rested. That's what the Bible says. He took a rest. He took a rest since then, and you can't meet him on a basic, replication or something. Man is nothing. You have to remember that. You are absolutely nothing. Don't think yourself too much, because you can't make another you. You can't do it. You could replicate because he doesn't make that into you, but you can't go make you from scratch. You can't do that thing. You you don't even understand yourself. You're not even aware of how your body works. So that's what the spirit of this thing here is. Just read on a little bit more, whoever was reading.
Verse 2. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength, because of thine enemies, that thou mightest steal the enemy and the avenger.
Right? Out of babes and sucklings, meaning you gave strength, meaning the Lord of the people who are born, a prophet is going to raise up. Moses is going to raise up, and the Lord's name gets strength amongst the Lord's enemies because of what man does for the Lord. You get the point? Keep going.
Verse 3. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained. What is man that thou art mindful of him?
Right. Like when you consider everything, who are we that the Lord has to be mindful of us? And think about mindful. Like, I had to think, I had to beware you or else. Or because who is man that, in Genesis, they would say they're going to build a tower to go take over the Lord. The Lord make everybody talk different languages. That was it. It was a wrap. You understand? Like, we are nothing. We really nothing. All right, go ahead.
And the Son of Man, that thou visitest him.
Go ahead.
For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with the glory and honor.
Right. So that's the spirit of this whole thing, meaning the Son of Man, of course, talking about Christ. You made him a little lower than the angels, but even him we don't deserve. You get the point? Even the one that's to come, we really ain't deserve this shit. We're nothing when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. And knowing that we're nothing, it makes you way more grateful for what you have. That's what you're supposed to be every day, brother, because things could be a million times worse. Things could be horrible for you, absolutely horrible. And it's only the Lord's mercy why it's not horrible. Whatever is going on, whatever issues you have, whatever demons you're fighting, thank the Lord you have those demons, I watching news today. There's some crazy bitch on there. They're trying to say she has postpartum. That's why she strangled 2 of her children. You know how much physical force it takes to strangle somebody out? to keep going tighter and tighter. This girl don't look like she work out, so I know there's a certain amount of strength she has. You ain't strangled one, but two, and they're trying to say she has postpartum. I think she's just a white woman, and that's just that. Now, consider the demons you battle. Consider what you complaining about. And you better be grateful you don't have her demons out. You better be grateful you ain't sitting for a jury to decide whether you crazy, so you go in the crazy house, or they put you in the chair and give you the injection. You get the point? Because what is man? We're really nothing. We're very fragile. We're not resilient. We easily swayed. We have one bad season, and that means, you know, your loyalty is in question. You get the point? Like, we're really nothing. And that's, you have to remember that if you want to be right with the Lord. And I'm not saying the Lord wants you with low self-esteem. That's not what it is. The Lord wants you like how a parent wants a child. Anybody who's parents in here, you've already got to the point where you's like, who you think you're talking to? You pay bills up in here? You bring the food? Did you negotiate this mortgage? Who are you? The Lord wants you to remember your place. And every child done heard this. We all heard our parents tell us this. At some point or the other. Right? Right or wrong? Some of y'all still hearing it. Yeah. You get the point? It's, you just want to be in the right mindset. It's going to make you way more grateful. Because when you're a child, you don't consider the lights and the AC and the car working. You just imagine they come. This pisses off every parent. Come in the kitchen, open the fridge, stand there for 5 seconds, twist their head, bend over, close the fridge. 5 minutes later, come right back. Well, nigga, first he was disgusted with what I put in there. First that shit was too, your mouth and your tongue, your palate was too polished for that measly peasant food. And then you have the nerve to double back like if what filet mignon gonna be in the fridge in 5 minutes? You don't consider things when you're a child. But what your parents want is for you to be grateful for what you do have. That's the more the mindset. You got to remember that there's somebody making all this happen. Everything. There's somebody on purpose making this happen, and it's to keep you grateful, because you would think if you left by yourself long enough, you would think you making it happen. You would think it's you. You would think that you got some kind of power. Them Christian preachers is excellent at that shit. They think it's them, and they anoint. That's what they say. You know, I've been anointed. And what? You? Okay. All right. Go ahead, priest.
Like you said, Ricochet, I told my mother that it was an absolute ritual that I had to open her refrigerator.
A what? A ritual?
Ritual.
Go ahead.
Like, she'd have told me to do something. Like, hold on. I go open the refrigerator, look at it first, then come back in.
Yeah, it's normal when you don't have to go to the grocery aisle. It's normal. It's normal when you don't have to decide when you're at the cash register if you're gonna gamble with the electric company over this food. They ain't gonna cut me, man. It's winter. They can't do it according to the law. All of a sudden, you're a fucking lawyer. Ain't the state have a law? You in the line, you Googling shit. Can they cut my electric during December month? No, they can't cut it till March. Grab 2 more of them chickens. Like, they don't have to go through that shit. All they know is food in the fridge. When they flick the light, it comes on. When they open the tap, water comes out. If none of that shit works, if the internet is out, you ever hear the cry from the room, you parents? Oh God! You like, what the fuck is going on? What happened? What happened? The internet. You motherfucker, go and ride outside. Go scrape your knee or something. They don't process all of that shit, and they're not always grateful. So sometimes you had to remind them. You got to remind them. You gotta remind them, like, look, nigga, make this shit happen next month. Let me see you do it. Let me see you try. Could you do it? You can't even ride the bus downtown. Well, you know what? Since you can't do that, and this is what I need. I need this floor swept. I need these dishes done. I need I don't want to have to ever go in the bathroom and there ain't no toilet paper on the rack but the roll. I don't ever want to see that shit. I'll make sure all this get done. You show me you're grateful by doing this part. That's really what the Lord wants from us. The Lord wants us to be grateful. How do we show we're grateful? By obeying him, by doing what he said to do, and not thinking for a second there's something special about you that you could just do whatever the hell you want. Because he'll put some conditions on you that you will want to do something different, and you'll beg and plead to do something different, and you will not physically be able to do something different. And when you're stuck in that position, guess what you will say? Oh, Lord, please, Lord, put a hand, help some mercy. Stretch forth your hand, Lord, and touch your measly servant. All now you want to be humble because you're jammed the fuck up. Why wait till then? Why not just remember what David said? What is man that you should be mindful of? Like, who am I that you should, make me find the truth and learn how to structure my life? You hear the questions you always asking? What about when I die? How could I get a UPK burial? A few years ago, was you considering your death? But you was fast on your way there, though, the way you was driving, drinking, having sex. You was fast on your way there, though. Right? Now you in here thinking about what happens to a body that's going to stink and rot in the ground. What is man? It would behoove you to just remember that we're nothing. We're here for a short time. A very short time. If you make it to 70, it's a miracle. If you make it there, healthy and intact in your sane mind, it's a miracle. 70 years, brother. 70. Imagine that. What is man? That's the spirit of this Coralica. All right. I hope he gets it. Anything else? All right. Any other questions in the room? Online? We good? All right. Give me Judge Pirro. All right. Anybody else have a question? You'll just raise your hand or type them in. All right. Let's double check the chat for the questions too. All right. If you don't mind. Give me Judge Pirro. Give me the whole thing with her today. Not today. It happened Monday, I believe. Give me what happened with her. Give me the reflecting pool and the Olympian who they charged. And then find me the clip with Trump saying she folded like an umbrella. Like, this nigga here, disrespectful. This is a judge, brother. She's 75 fucking years old. She's a judge. I think she's the AG. What is she? What's her title in DC?
She's the attorney.
She's the attorney general, the state's attorney for DC or something like that.
United States attorney for the District of Columbia.
She's the USA, the United States attorney for DC, right? What they call the state's attorney. She practiced in law for the longest. He get up there and says she folded like an umbrella. Like this, he folded. Like Trump is running a mafia cabinet. Like these is some, gangsters right here. Like what he wanted to say again? She's 75 years old. I don't know. He wanted her to hold it down, to not snitch, to just hold shit down, 10 toes down. Trump, what is he talking about? They're all supposed to be politicians. That's why I say business is run by criminals. It's run by people who would, in America, I'm talking about the American culture for business. It's a criminal enterprise at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Whether, at some point you're going to try to rob somebody. You're going to try to stiff somebody, which is why Christ's kingdom needs to come on the earth, because we have laws with how we operate with each other. This kingdom here, brother, it's down here like the culture is to get over on somebody. And once you get over, it's like, well, they got me. You know what I mean? Shit, they got me. They talked a good game, but damn, they got me. And it's just part of the culture. You don't look at it like, shit, this person robbed me. You look at it like, damn, they got me. And you go to see who you could get next. And that's just the cycle of America. Who have the article with Pirro? Anybody? Or the reflecting pool? Come on, man. Y'all look it up. You have it? Go ahead, grab one of the mics. Go ahead.
President Donald Trump said Tuesday that he not yet made a determination.
Put up Judge Pirro on the screen now. You all need to see this broad face. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
About whether Janine Pirro's job is safe, and the strongest public comment yet on her future as U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia.
No, he getting ready to fire this brother, right? Now, some people are saying this is all a distraction because of the Idaho shooting, right? Did you remember you all saw the shooting in Idaho this weekend? The little white boy got an AR and got out there and was, punishing people in their Teslas. And of course, he self-inflicted wound according to what they're saying, but he, of course, was a racist and a Trump supporter. Not that one. Don't give me that one. Give me the old one with the saggy neck. Give me that. No, right there. You see to the right, top right there with her mouth open. Give me that one. That's the one you want. That's the one you want. That's the one who was saying they're gonna prosecute to the fullest extent the parents. You remember when she said they're gonna prosecute the parents in DC for all the teenage takeovers. It was her. It was her who was pushing all of that up. And they need to keep the teens in order, and we're gonna prosecute the parents to the fullest extent of the law. Now you're gonna apply for food stamps. You're gonna apply for some of that SNAP. She gonna need some of that SNAP to help with that lawyer appetite she done had. Right? So keep going. So they're considering firing her. Now, this could all be a distraction for the Idaho shooter. The Idaho shooter was a Trump supporter. He was angry he couldn't get hired by ICE. He had some choice words about immigrants. You know what I mean? He was a bastard. He was a total bastard. And this could all be, smoke to cover up all of that shit. Because they ain't talking about the Idaho shooter no more. I mean, how many of you heard of it before tonight class? Everybody heard about it? Now someone shaking his head. What about the sisters? Y'all ain't even heard about that shit. Oh, give me that. Give me some of that footage. That nigga was playing on was he game Call of Duty, but he ain't good at it. You could tell. You could tell he ain't good at the shit out. But he was out there playing Call of Duty at the In and Out in Idaho. And he was just letting off. He was out. You could just type it in and pull up a video of it. And you go ahead and read in the meantime, that's one, please.
The remarks came after Trump told reporters on Monday in the Oval Office that Pirro choked and folded like an umbrella.
He said she choked. She folded like a you gotta hear him say it to her. Because you might as well go ahead and play the damn video of Trump. You gotta play that video of Trump, brother. He said that shit like she was supposed to hold it down. She was supposed to go with the assignment. Yeah.
And I was disappointed with Janine Pirro. Really disappointed with Janine Pirro. She folded like an umbrella. We took something that was in deep trouble. It was a graffiti-filled, crime-filled mess. We turned it into Shangri-La. But these monuments look better than they did when they were originally built. Not just a little fix-up. We made them the way they were plus. When Janine looked at it, it was the day after the 4th of July with the largest fireworks display in the world. And the stuff was laying all over the pool. But that was working beautifully. And it was vandalized. And if you look at the tape, now the tape isn't a great tape in the sense that it's a little hard to say who it exactly was. But it was people cutting this very expensive material, waterproofing material.
There's no tape about that. He's lying. There's no tape showing people cutting shit. I think he said they took a razor and ran, I forget how much meters under the water. So what the fuck is he talking about? Go ahead.
It looked beautiful. And then they cut it and they vandalized. And we weren't necessarily thrilled with the contractor, but they did a job and they were fixing any problems. But then it got carried away because the judge was extremely unfriendly to Janine. And frankly, I think she choked because the judge was vicious. Instead of going after the people that did it, the judge went after her and went after her department. And I guess she choked. I don't know what the hell happened.
What she choked on? That's what the fuck I want to know. What got stuck in her throat? Could it be the truth? Oh, Lord. He set her up. He set her up. He sent her in there to argue this case that they had no evidence of. They had no evidence. They charging this white man who reached into the pool and pulled out floating matter, floating pieces of the whatever laminate they had on the walls. Like he pull a piece of paper out of the water. They have footage of him doing that. They're saying he vandalized the pool, and they charge him federally with federal vandalism or whatever it is. He set up Janine Pirro, gassed this whole case up, and sent her in there to lose. She went in there, couldn't stand, and came back to him with all the evidence of this being contractor issue. Nobody vandalized the pool. He said she choked. He said the judge who was over the case was, because remember, she's the state's attorney, so she's like the prosecutor. He said the judge was being unfriendly towards her, meaning the judge wasn't being just in his mind. The judge was being unfriendly. So it lets you know what's going on with him mentally. What's going on with him is that he thinks anybody who he gives power to has to do what he wants, how he wants it while he's in office, whether it's right or wrong. He doesn't care about what's just. He doesn't care about what's right. He only cares about what works for him. And he wanted Pirro to go in there and, I guess, stand up to the judge or push the case forward. Whatever it is, she conceded. He said she choked. She folded like an umbrella. Like, was she supposed to stay open for you? She's supposed to, I don't know, what does he want from this broad? You get it? Let me see what they're saying. MAGA can't save you. Joe Biden can't save you. He don't know who he's supporting.
Yeah, he's been going off.
Oh, they got, you know, you talk about anything with politics with Trump, they come on the woodwork. And it's absolutely fine. You got till November, devil. I heard in November it's going to be rough for you all in that midterm. Very rough. So, of course, now that's what they're talking about. She going, oh, you have the footage of the shooting? Let me see that. That's for anybody who didn't see. Now, this is he's 24 years old. His name is Chad something, I believe. All right. And this is him. Ooh. Stop right there. Pull it back. Now listen now. Tesla, at this point, Tesla, you ought to sell a Glock with that car right now. You can't sell that car with just the car alone now. You ought to send a Glock that would come down all the ceiling and shoot itself. Because this fool here, go ahead. My question.
Keep going.
Yeah. Is that more? Look like he high. Can't even walk straight. And he's just looking for anybody who's hiding. He's such a coward. This is such a coward. Well, shortly after, I don't know if you have the footage for it, you don't need to get it. I believe it's a brother, his name is Salinas or something like that. He's a gun enthusiast, a 2.8 type of. He was on the scene. He went in his trunk, pulled out his everyday carry, and started returning fire at him just after this. And he said visibly in the interview, he said that once this dude realized somebody was shooting at him, everything changed. And then there was another off-duty cop who was there that they started shooting at his direction. And they believe those people is the reason why more than 3 people ain't dead. Like with the rate he was going at and the type of weapon he had, the casualties were supposed to be way more. But his, not manifesto, but his recent posts online was about Trump, was about how much he wanted to be an ICE agent. He was angry he couldn't get hired. He was angry about immigrants. He said they're losing the country. And I mean, who knows? Maybe they're trying to hide this shit. But this happened Saturday or Sunday or something like that. So now come Monday, he says this thing about Judge Pirro. Any more on the in the article? Go ahead, Shalat say Remy from Higher Learning. You're right, dog. All he need to do is shave his head. He need to shave his head bald, dog, and just continue.
Pirro choked and folded like an umbrella.
And give me Judge Pirro back up there, if you don't mind. Let's see the choker.
And dropping the charges against former Olympian Dave Hearn, who was accused of damaging the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool.
Now he's a former U.S. Olympian. I think he was a cyclist or something. He got medals for America. They decided to charge him federally. She had to drop the charges. They say she went to the White House with the damn boxes of evidence to show Trump this cat ain't did shit. The pool just fell apart. He went in the press conference and said she choked. He said, she folded like an umbrella. You didn't stand up to him. But when she's standing up to us and threatening to lock our parents up, he ain't got nothing to say. Now these people are bullies. These people, as long as you're not fighting back, they'll just bully you into the ground. The Olympian fought back. He went and get his lawyers. He got donations. He's smiling, walking out to DC Circuit Court. He fine because he know this is some bullshit. She don't stand and look like the asshole. She concede because there's nothing else she could do. If she pushes this thing forward, it's damn near like malpractice, or it's going to look bad on her because she's pushing this without evidence. They do it to us all the time, though. Trump comes forward and says, you choked, you folded like an umbrella. Now, Trump, you're at fault. Now, give me some background on Jeanine Pirro. Give me, you could look her up. Tell me about her, where she was born, what school she went to. Give me all that type of stuff, if you don't mind.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I may, just on the evidence part, I mean, we was at Lincoln Memorial, and the amount of helicopters and National Guard, how they ain't
I forget that.
How they
When Commander Yahanna came down. Yeah, exactly. When Commander Yahanna came down, we went down to the memorials, and we was at the Lincoln Memorial. And for some reason, they had about 3 helicopters out there that day. I'm like, well, what the fuck they looking at? And they was down there, and there's so many cameras. You could see if anybody did anything. Nobody did nothing. He just hired the wrong man for the job. That's all. He hired the people who you deported would have had your pool looking like, something out of a comic book. The people who you deported would have did a better job than that fat bastard white man you had up there doing the contract work for you. All right. So give me Jeanine Pirro. Whoever. Anybody, whoever have it. Go ahead.
What you want to know?
Tell me about her. Where was she born?
She was born in New York, June 2nd, 1951. She's
1951.
75.
She's 75 years old. Right. Go ahead.
She went to the University of Buffalo and got her BA. Albany Law School. She was married and divorced. She
was married from when?
She was married from 1975 to 2013.
75 to 2000. So she was married when she was what, 24? She was born in 51? To 2013. She was married for a long ass time. Right? So this is what America would call a successful woman, family woman, career driven. All right, tell me about her parents.
Well, she had two kids, and her parents.
You got it? I said, when will I.S.U.P.K have a school in Nigeria? when the Nigerians start using toilet paper instead of the left hand. Yeah. You get the point? As soon as that stink goes away, we'll have a school in Nigeria. That stink is, it's tatted on. The Bible say, can a leopard change his spots? No. We'll never have a school in Nigeria at all. I'll tell you what we will have in Nigeria, plantations.
Right.
We'll have plantations for you Igbo and you whoever else. I forget the other one who be beating up the Igbos. There's one tribe that be putting hell on them Igbos.
Salaki, sir, Hausa.
The Hausa. There's another one. If I hear the name, I'm gonna know it. But shit, we'll have plantations down there in Nigeria. Y'all better get prepared for that shit. And there ain't gonna be no scamming in that day. Y'all ain't gonna call and say, hello, this is Philip, huh? All of that shit got to go. I hear one on the plantation, huh? That's gonna be it for you. That's gonna be it for your dumb ass. Nigeria, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Go ahead, Shepard. Mm-hmm.
He wants to be on Captain Kazak's plantation. He was crying about him not teaching.
Oh, he's a regular.
Comic-Con, sir.
Oh shit! No sweat. You might get some. We'll work it out. Just keep being a good slave. Don't even worry about it. Let me get some more of Pirro. He get the mic from over there as to what.
Well, it doesn't say who her parents was, but it says that she was an American television host.
No, it's there's background on her parents. What's your
I have it, sir.
Give me 1 second. Let me hear Izan.
Good. The daughter of Lebanese American parents.
What?
Lebanese.
Lebanon, boy. So she's an immigrant. She's birthright citizenship, right or wrong? This is the birthright citizenship right here. Her parents is not good kid. Let me get some more on her parents.
Both her parents were born in Basalim in Lebanon before immigrating to the United States. Her father was a mobile home salesman, and her mother was a department store model.
This nigga, he sold RVs, and her mother was just fucking eye candy. That's really what she was. Department sales store model. What does that mean? That's a career? I don't know. But she comes from not great Lebanese people, right? And y'all might say, well, Dan, look how you're talking about her. Trump says the same thing about us. These are not great people. They're coming in here, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're stealing, they're robbing. She ain't come from great people. They're coming in here, they're folding like umbrellas. What the fuck is the difference? What's the difference? I don't get it. You get the point? But her father wasn't, a fucking brain surgeon, right? And her mother was, she was a department store model. You know what that is? You're just walking around, Macy's. Can I help you today? You try this on. That I'm supposed to respect? Go ahead.
Her parents were Maronite Catholics.
They were Catholics. Some type of Catholic they have from Lebanon, right? So this broad here is not a white woman. She's devilish, but she is not a white woman for all intents and purposes of her parents being from Lebanon. Now, if Trump really, right, Leviathan said she's just above the perfume lady. Tawada, that's what I had in my mind. I just couldn't, remember what it was. But then people who come to here with the card, that's what her mother did for a living. Smell. Fuck out of here. Yeah, damn. That's who the birthright citizenship benefited. Anyway, so she's devilish for sure, because she was really wanted to lock our people up over the teen takeover. Just when someone began to believe, they said they're going to prosecute the parents for, prosecute the parents for, to the full extent of the law, and they're not going to get away with this, and blah 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 blah, all type of stuff. And we're gonna bring law and order back. Remember when that sodomite slapped the ICE agent with the Subway sandwich and took off in slow motion? She came up the next morning here. We're gonna prosecute him to the extent of the law, and like they were so power happy, so full of engulfed with power. But the Bible says, "What is man that you should consider him? What is man? What is woman?" Now, she's devilish, but she ain't a devil. If Trump wanted her to continue with the lie, he should have got a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman. Now, why do I say that? Who knows why I'm saying that? Let me see where you're at. Come on, Nasawan.
If I may, because white people are the devil.
The white people are the devil. You sure right, huh? But I need proof. Just like they didn't have proof, so the case fell apart. I need proof on what I'm saying now. Now, y'all is my legal team. I'm making my case here today against Trump on behalf of my clients, because tonight this broad here is my client. right? I'm saying it's not her fault. She was a DEI hire. He should have hired white if he wanted the job done right. That's a bar. Hire white if you want the job done right. Don't come and say she folded like an umbrella. You should have gotten a white umbrella. Go ahead, Bakwash.
Can you use this precept? Who can make straight what God has made crooked?
That's not what I want, because that would be more so if she was a devil and you want her to do the right thing.
But no, but when you said if you wanted the job to be done right, to hire white, so the white woman would have been crooked.
She would have been crooked, but you probably could use it. That takes a little explaining. I wouldn't use that one. Go ahead.
You kind of said almost the same thing to this, but Ecclesiastes 13 and 15. Every beast loveth his life, and every man loveth his neighbor.
Okay, I'll take that too. Okay, I'm thinking something a little bit more simple. Give me a picture of Carolyn Bryant. Let's start with her. Give me a picture of Carolyn Bryant. That's one. Any picture of Carolyn Bryant, brother. Let me get that. Let me know when it's on the screen. I'll take that one there with the two little devils next to her. I'll take that one. In fact, hold on. Give me the other one. Give me the one right under it with the man holding the bastards. Right there. You're scanning over it. Right there. Yeah. All right. Make that big on the screen.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, Arawadia.
If it would have been a white woman, he wouldn't have blamed her for the mess up like he blamed Pirro.
Well, okay. That's the part I'm getting to. You see, Pirro can't commit to the deceit because she ain't a full devil. She's in the devil culture. She grew up in the devil's religion, some Maronite Catholic or some shit like that. But she ain't got that full devil on her.
Right.
Now, Carolyn Bryant, it just look like she's sitting in church. See people standing up in the back. You see they're holding these little two white boys with suspenders. They got suspenders. They must be upright standing white boys. They must be good, you know. I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the cherry tree white boys. Now, anybody know who Carolyn Bryant is? Hold on, let me see how many people who don't know who Carolyn Bryant is. That's good. Don't be ashamed. That's fine. After tonight, you're gonna know who Carolyn Bryant is. Break it down for me, Nasawan.
Like, sir, I'm not sure, but is she the one that started Parent Planhood?
Nope. Give me that one too. I forgot about that bitch. But you know what? But no, not her. Because this is here. The case I'm building here. I want what they call it in precedence. And that's the word they use. There's legal precedence with this case I'm building here. You can't blame Janine Pirro because she was a DEI hire. And they say DEI hires don't do the job right. And they say that if you see if you go to fly a plane, Charlie Kirk say if you go on a flight and he sees a black pilot, he immediately gets worried because he know the black pilot not going to do the job well. Well, if I see Judge Pirro, now I know she's a white woman. I understand why she couldn't complete this job. Because this job takes a certain character that you have to do this type of job that Trump wants. He wants somebody who swallows and doesn't choke. He wants somebody who is spread open and doesn't fold like an umbrella. That's what he wants. He needs a white American woman. Give me Carolyn Bryant. Who got it?
Come on, sir, if I can.
Go ahead. Come on, Leviathan.
Roy and Carolyn Bryant and J.W. Milan will always be linked to the 1955 murder of Emmett Till.
Of who?
Emmett Till.
Now everybody knows who Emmett Till. Hold on. Put that scripture. Put that comment up. Put Dios Meals. Dios Meal. Oh my God. right? So disrespectful to women. No, I'm disrespectful to white women, not to women. I'm disrespectful to white women. Be accurate when you come in this courtroom, or else you'll be removed. Take it down. Go ahead, Art.
He's another regular. He was saying it yesterday that we are disrespectful to women.
I'm about to be disrespectful to you in a second. All right. So now, Carolyn Bryant is the bitch who lied on Emmett Till. Right? What's the story you sisters heard about Emmett Till? Anybody who have not heard about Carolyn Bryant before? What did you hear about Emmett Till?
She lied and said he whistled at her and tried
But that's what came out now. But initially, he was killed.
She said that he whistled at her and she told her husband, and the husband
and they went and they killed the brother, right? That's what initially they said, right? So what? So how many years everybody thought Emmett Till was just lusting after white women? Come to find out, he did not lust after this white brother. Come to find out, this bitch lied all the way until when?
Sir.
Until her deathbed. Go ahead, Leviathan.
It says 5 decades later, according
How
to
much?
the new 5 decades later.
So she lied for 50 years?
Sir.
Trump, you chose the wrong bitch for the job. This broad couldn't lie for 50 days. You needed a bitch who could lie for 50 years, Trump. That's who you needed. You needed a woman who could go in there and keep the lie to make you look good. You need her. That's who you need. Anybody else?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
There's a precept, I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's about when a woman saying it's like she calls out murder or whatever, but then when she get called out, she like there's I didn't do nothing. It's
I'm gonna
really
find it for
explain
you.
her.
You know I have it lined up. I'm gonna find it for you. You're thinking in the right spirit, huh?
Yeah, come.
You're
It's
thinking in
literally
the right
explain her.
spirit. All right, now give me the other one. Give me the one today. The one today who not today, but in modern time, who strangled the 2 kids. She's in court right now. Put her picture up. Hold this one for me too. All right. Sarah Page. I don't know if you could get a picture of her. Anybody ever heard of the name Sarah Page? Right, and that's the one. You grab the mic. You could read it when you get Sarah Page. You may not have a picture of this. Also, too, go back to the comment section. Dios míos, right there. Do you have a white woman? Answer that question for me, because I wanna. If you do have a, you say I'm out for good. Don't run now. Don't run now. I need to know if you have a white woman, Dios míos. Because if you have a white woman, I need you to fax me her resume, because I believe Trump have a job for the bitch. I need to know if you have a white woman, all right? I need Sarah Page. If you have a picture of Sarah Page. Oh, you are a white woman. Well, bitch, this is for you. How long have you been lying? Salakia. Well, damn. That explains a whole lot.
Hey, Salakia, sir.
Come on out.
And you hit a nerve, and so she's so subtle as a white woman. She tried to join black women and say, you're disrespecting women. Trying to get black women to side with her when, like you said, no, devil, I'm disrespecting white women.
I didn't even pick up that one. So you right there. See, and I bet she's a feminist. And listen, if Paige, Dios míos, put a picture of her, I guarantee you this bitch got a shaved head with green and purple dots all over the damn place. A fucking one of them, the cattle ring up in here. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the septum one. Nothing wrong with it if that's what you like. But when it's on them, it's something else. I bet you she's one of those who walk around with a dress, a summer dress, but with the Dr. Martin boots up to just under the calves. You can see the big pale calf with some socks. I bet you that's Dios míos. You are a white woman. Go apply for Pirro job, man. Trump could use your lying ass. Now let me get Sarah Page before the time run out. All right, please. Let me get Sarah Page. Go ahead.
Like I said, is that the Tulsa?
That's Tulsa. Okay. No, this is not her. That's a common name. You got to look for Sarah Page, Tulsa.
Her name was like her Beaver first.
Sarah Beaver. God, yeah, that's a horrible name.
SARAH.
All right, let's see if there's a picture of her. If there's no picture, just somebody read out for me Sarah Page. Give me those pictures there though at the top, one of the black and white ones. Hold on. Stop right there. Move that thing. Let me read the caption. Yep. Give me that picture. They say she's in the center. Hold on, go back to the caption. The real Sarah Page, Center for Public Secrets reveal full identity of woman whose encounter with Dick Rowland launched the Tulsa massacre. Well, it don't identify her, but she's one of them bitches in there. Pick one. Close your eyes.
Pick the third from the left, sir.
The third from the left. So that's that little girl?
Yep, the third from the left, it says.
I don't know, because she was working. So it got to be the one, I don't know. One of them devils are fit for the job. Now, give me the background on Sarah Page if you have it.
On Memorial Day 1921, a young white Tulsa, Oklahoma elevator operator named Sarah Page had a confrontation with a black teenager named Dick Rowland.
Teenager, always some young boy. Always. The Bible says when we came out of Egypt, Amalek, who is the white man, that's the biblical name for the Jewish people today, that race. They're white, but they come from a certain lineage. That's Amalek. It says when we came out of Egypt, we sought passage through Esau's land. Esau would not give us passage. We had to pass around through the valley of fiery serpents. And passing through the other way, Amalek came from behind. Now, if you know anything about caravan, the men and the soldiers would go forward. Then it would be the young people, the women, and the elderly in the back, because they wouldn't be able to keep up with the soldiers. And of course, if there's an attack, they would select it. You'll keep it down with that crosstalk, all right? If there's an attack from the front, the soldiers could handle it. It was common practice for it. Salaki, you'll keep it down with that cross-talk. If you have something to say, raise your hand. Class gonna be over soon. You're gonna be able to, converse and socialize as much as you could, all right? But I hear everything and I see even more. All right? I appreciate it. Help the sister out. She's ready to leave, all right? So now, give me some more on that Sarah Page.
The incident in Tulsa downtown Drexel building soon spiraled into a Tulsa race massacre of 1921.
Right. So now, this is another young boy. Emmett Till was young. She was young. He was young. Amalek came when we coming out of Egypt. Amalek came from behind and slew the hindmost of us. Meaning, he didn't attack the front where the men were. He came from behind and attacked the elderly and the young. And that's always Esau. Esau does not go for a fight that he thinks he can win. Quote, with the Iran war, Trump said, why don't they just lay down? Why don't they just surrender? He made that statement about 2 months ago when Iran was still receiving bombs and then still sending them back. Because to them, it's like, shit, we bombing the piss out of y'all. When will y'all just not fight back? And all his counselors was telling him, don't go into Iran. They're not the typical Arab. They're going to just wait you out and fight you. You get the point? They're going to just do that. He ain't listen. But they have a knack of going after the youth who are relatively powerless against them. If you notice how cops pull over young brothers, whether they're black or Latino, the vibe on it is you have to yield to me. And they don't there's a whole lack of human respect to that. This was a teenager. She's an elevator operator, I believe. Go ahead.
Much like Salaki, sir, much like Roller himself, Page remained known today only. Salaki, sir. Page remained known today only through the accumulated legend of sparse news articles and the speculation of historians. As it turned out, most of Sarah Page's legend is untrue. Unfortunately, it is now possible to meet the real person at the center of the Tulsa race war.
Right. So of course they're gonna try to clean her up. So for the longest while, it said, does it go into the incident? If not, anybody who has it, if not, I'll just say it for what it is.
So, sir, I got a detail.
Go ahead.
On May 30th, 1921, Dick Rowland, a 19-year-old black shoe shiner, apparently tripped while exiting an elevator and grabbed the arm of the white elevator operator, 17-year-old Sarah Page.
No, what she said that he grabbed her arm, right? He said he went into the elevator and he grabbed her arm. That's what started the Tulsa race riots that burnt down how much? 30 blocks? 30 blocks. You know what 30 blocks is? That's like downtown DC. Burnt it flat. Killed over 3,000 people. Destroyed a whole economy. Come to find out, the bitch lied. Come to find out, she lied about it. Rosewood, the whole lie. She was pouring on her husband. That's why Trump wants the umbrella open and not closed. She was pouring on her husband. Anybody heard of Rosewood? Your pie? Yeah, I'll go to some. Come on, your pie. Don't make me beat you on the Judite history, you know. Come on. Listen, Rosewood was in Florida. Similar situation. Some white woman whoring on her husband. Her husband is out of town or working on the railroad, some shit like that. She whoring on him with another white man. She gets caught. I think the husband comes home and realizes she whoring. She tells him, black men, come on.
She got into an argument with him. He beat her up. And she had to come up with an excuse for the bruises.
But the argument was about her hoeing, I believe. Go ahead.
No.
She's a hoe. I'm breaking my case. Trying to save her. She don't want to be saved.
The side dude beat her up. And she had to have an excuse for the bruises when her husband came home.
When her husband came home. I know there was some hoe in her. I knew it. I tell you, I see and hear everything. Wait till he give me the gift of smell. Go ahead.
So like sir says, it was 6. The death toll was 6, but the witnesses that were there said it was at least 27.
Who for Rosewood? Oh, Rosewood was way more than that. The white man would always lowball our casualties.
Okay, they say only 2 white was killed in self-defense.
Yeah, it's way more than that. I don't even believe that 27. That I want to believe it's probably upwards of 60, 70 people. You get the point? She lied, told her husband that a black man or black men broke in and raped her. They went searching for these men and in one night burnt this town down, Rosewood. And this bitch lied. If Trump wanted a judge to stand on 10 toes that this Olympian dove underwater with a razor blade and scraped the pool 300 meters long, he should have put a white woman in that position. Because historically, white women lie. They lie to save their skin. They're excellent whores, so you wouldn't have to worry about her folding like an umbrella. You may have been able to fold her like an umbrella, and she wouldn't have choked Trump. You know what I'm talking about? She wouldn't have choked. She'd accept that thing all the way down. But if you really wanted that, you should have gotten a white woman. Get Dios Míos. Dios Míos, go up in there and show them how it's done. He said, this is not good leadership. You're leading with hate. You're leading people into... No, I'm leading people away from a bitch, not into a ditch. I'm leading them away from a bitch. Remember that. Now give me this last one. This was in Pennsylvania. I can't find the broad name. I think it's Pennsylvania. This broad killed her children and said black men took the children. This is a common story. White women do it all the time. Say again? Yes. Go ahead.
She said that he drowned him.
I can't remember exactly what she said.
In the car, but it was really her.
No, this one I think she killed him and she said he stole the car with them in it. That was the same story?
And they found the car in the water.
Damn. Let me get that one. Put a picture up if you could get it.
Slack it, sir.
Come on up.
I believe I have the precept. I found it, if I may.
Come on. No, hold it for me. Let me finish this one. No,
okay,
go ahead in the meantime. Susan Smith, that's the name? Please, you all look that up. Tawada, who said it? Shell, IP, y'all with these names. I'm thinking y'all AI, you know. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, Masaya, please.
Khan. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipe her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Listen, no one should be like this. Sisters, you'll take this. Read this again. Oh, that's the broader. Listen, I seen, was it 60 Minutes? There's an interview with her and her husband on the couch. And they show you in the beginning how the husband was distraught. She wasn't. And that's what made the FBI start to look at her. And then there was a point in the interviews, they saw his countenance change. And they suspect that's when he realized it was her. Because he didn't know that she killed him. Anybody knows why he didn't know? Anybody could by now?
Because she's a good liar.
She didn't fold. She didn't choke. You'll see what I'm saying here. You see how excellent these white women are at not folding and not choking? They swallow it whole. They wanted Judge Pirro to go up in there with her Lebanese. She has a whole community behind her. You think she's gonna let them down? But this white woman, she's not gonna let America down. She's gonna hold it down for them. She's gonna swallow it down. She ain't gonna choke Donald. Go ahead.
This reminds me of a story when I was in the Esau's military. I was it was right out of boot camp and I was in school, and I had went away for this weekend, but they was having a party when I left. This one chick, she was a white girl, and she was known for being like a prude, like, you know, she would be acting like she was promiscuous, but then she would like cut you off at the last minute, right?
Okay.
So that was her reputation. One of the guys proved that wrong, and one of the other guys that liked her saw him carrying her into a room.
Yeah. And
since she didn't want that reputation to get out, she said that he raped her.
The guy who saw it, or the guy who was taking her in?
The guy who saw it.
She said that the one who saw her going in the room raped her.
Yeah, because he asked her about it, and he said, and she was like, "Well, he raped me." So,
the guy who took her in the room. She's saying he raped her. Okay,
because she wanted to keep that reputation, right? So when she said that, it was a whole investigation launched and everything. Come to find out, she was lying, because he had two other dudes in the room hiding, and they seen everything that was happening. And then when they confronted her with everything, she was like, "Yeah, I just didn't want people to think I was like that."
She ate food, Doc. She ate food, and when you eat a piece of chicken, Doc, sometimes that chicken is good. The grease end up all here. And she wiped her mouth and said, "I ain't do nothing wrong." That's what the Bible says. You can't be like that. Trump wants Judge Pirro to wipe her mouth and say, "I did nothing wrong." If you want somebody who won't wipe their mouth after they put something in it, get a white woman. She has a career of doing this since Rome, since whenever, since Christ at the well. The white woman came and said, surely, I forget what she told him. And Christ said, bring your husband. She said, I ain't got no husband. Christ said, indeed, you have spoken truly because you have 5. Think about how long ago was that she been hoeing her and holding it down and lying because she lied to Christ. Talking about she didn't have no husband. Trump, you made a DEI hire in Judge Pirro. And you should have known that not seeing a white woman up there that, at some point in time, she couldn't really go the distance you wanted her to go. She couldn't really do that thing. You need one of these here. Go ahead, Nasawan.
Like if I may, I noticed one thing when they talk about Smith and all the other ladies, it says an American woman. If she was black, it would have been like a black woman.
African American, black something, something. It just says American woman. But we have cues, of course. Once children is involved and harm is involved, we all know it's them. That's their nature of doing things. And they'll just lie about it. They'll just go to the grave and not do it. Like, what's his name? Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton came on TV. I remember seeing it. I saw it. I do not know this. I never had relations with this woman. Then the dress came out. Then he come out and said, well, what happened was you need a devil if you're going to do devilish shit. All right. Any more on them? Give me that one.
What? She was an American woman who was convicted of murdering her 2 sons, 3-year-old Michael and 1-year-old Alexander in 94.
Right. In 1994, she was convicted of murder
by strapping her children to their seats and rolling her car into the Long Lake in South Carolina.
What am I talking about? Give me Casey Anthony. God damn. I forget Casey Anthony out. Now she's still alive. She could go do this job.
She was denied parole in 2024. She was eligible
this
for
one.
parole. I'm a concert.
But leave her up on the screen, though. I need her up there. So now she got convicted of killing these 2 boys. But give me before the conviction, before the court case.
The case gained international attention because Smith false claimed that a black man had kidnapped her sons during a carjacking.
This Susan Smith. She claimed what?
That a black man had kidnapped her sons during a carjacking.
A black man came in there. He was big. He was black. He was monstrous. And there was a carjacking, and I couldn't help myself because I'm just a little old white lady. Little, not old, but you get the point. So helpless, and then cry. And he took the car, and the boys was in the back seat. Connor, I couldn't do anything to help them. Boys was in the back seat. I seen sisters hold on to the hood of the car when they're trying to get a nigga attention. This bitch here weaker. If this happened, come later to find, and they had a whole, I think 9 days I think her lie went on for like a month or something. It was a long while, and they had statewide manhunts and FBI news coverage and what they call the artist depiction of what the man looks like. He made up what a nigga looked like. Think about how many people get pulled over this fake picture that she gave the cops. And she held on to this thing, brother. And when you go home, just look up Susan Smith and look up the YouTube videos. The police started looking at her because she was not mourning the children. I think the children was missing for a while. I think they found their bodies or something. When they realized they was dead, I think she wasn't really, they said her disposition was not like the husband's disposition. They started looking at her and really checking into her story. And then they pressed, and I think the husband is the one who really pushed everything over because he realized that she did it. And as they have them on the couch and they have the cameras, she's talking to the camera people like this is her show. Like, finally she getting attention. And the husband sat down there stone-faced, like hurt. And then they drove it home. And then finally, all the way in the end, she finally confessed. If you want somebody to go in before a judge and frame some cyclist because you couldn't hire the right immigrants for the work, and you hired some white devil he couldn't lay nothing down, you need to get a white woman. She's highly skilled at lying to the end. Look at the pride on this bitch face, knowing she lying.
Right.
Mike's in her face. Y'all know the 90s was Oprah. I'm sure Oprah covered this thing. And this bitch was lying, lying. Any more? That's about it. Give me Casey Anthony. Mathia, read that precept one more time, please.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipe her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Brother Casey Anthony, good night. I remember when this thing happened, the general said, man, you'll go on the street and you'll charge them women who having abortions. Because how could you be for abortion, but say Casey Anthony is a murderer? Casey Anthony y'all remember the era Girls Gone Wild? That's her. That's who she is. I forget the circumstances on which this baby died, but say again? Drowned? But it was something where she left to go a party or something like that.
And then she hid the body, and they find the body from June to December.
Brother, and she was in there adamantly saying she don't know what the hell happened. She changed her whole image. You see that thing there that you see on the right, on the left? When she went to court, she looked like a librarian. Go see if you find a picture of it. A shirt, buttoned all the way up, looking like a fucking Mormon. Glasses, the hair, she dyed her hair. Oh, you see that one on the right there? That don't look, she looked like she was in church. She looked like she work in Chick-fil-A and go to church on Sundays. Nah, don't show that one. Give me the other one with the glasses. There's one she's in like a powder blue shirt with glasses on or something. Her whole image changed when she went to court from the playgirl that's in the whole thing. Give me that one day where she crying with the judge, the bailiff, and the lawyer on the right. To your right. Yeah. I'll take that one. Say again?
I don't think she's crying.
I don't think so either. I think them is tears that would have worked this week in court with Judge Pirro. If Judge Pirro would have cried like that, Trump would have said, Judge Pirro, we need more judges like her. Look at the frilly shirt. That looks like something you would wear. That's from something with a disco ball era. Go ahead.
Sorry, if I could, you're making such a heavy point that this white woman Dios Mills is saying, that you're bashing women when everything that you've been saying is about women that have lied and killed people, and then lied about killing people.
Well, maybe Dios Mills has killed somebody and has lied about killing somebody. Now, I don't know Dios Mills from a kind of paint, but it's possible Dios Mills probably put some children, gave them their wings early. It could be. Who the hell knows? Or some friend. He probably did it. If she feels offended by this, I'm not talking about every woman. I ain't talking about all women. But I'm talking about women who lie and either murdered or had murder committed on behalf of their lie. Now, if Dios Míos is offended by that, you fit the bill. Go ahead,
Like if I could, I saw a comment from the same individual said if you eviscerated all white women, like took out all the internal parts, that wouldn't help stop the problem with our people. If there were no more white women could reproduce, that's the end of our problems right there.
What she said? Is it up there?
Yeah, it's up there. A little bit further up. It's about right. No, it's up. It's up.
That's it.
There you go. Sit down.
She basically said eviscerate. That's a nice word. What does it mean?
It means to take out all the internal parts.
To gut.
Come on, sir.
Why should it say gut? So you saying if I gut white woman like a fish, it will not solve your problems. Do you feel gutted, white woman? It's got to be that she feels gutted. She feels like I'm hitting her where it hurts. I've done my job. With that, pass the class over to priest and officer. For water. I was beginning to think I'm losing it out. But I see the Lord has reserved certain skills with me with these devils. I've gutted you like a fish. Thank the Lord. Bless the name of the Lord. Because I'm nothing and he is everything. And because of him, you feel gutted on the internet today and you are a white woman in America. Go apply for Trump's job. Go apply. Go apply. Kwame Ashala. Go ahead, Shapat. Eviscerate. I need that on a shirt. I need that on a t-shirt. Do you? I don't figure out how to say. Do you want to be eviscerate? If you eviscerate, I figured the fucking shit out. But here's New York the water. Go ahead.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and the Commander General Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months of a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get it to the Treasury Department or teach it. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory, whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, memorial blowing of trumpets, first day of the 7th month, Friday, September the 11th, 2026. You find us in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. Also, our next up and coming cookout is the East Coast Cookout in Philly at the Plateau, September the 6th, 2026. If you have a major arrangements already, make sure you book your hotels, get your travel arrangements together.
Right.
Shalak, is there anything else you want to add?
Pay your tithes. Definitely support the cookout for sure. Philly, I believe it's September 4th weekend. Also shout out Chicago. They had that Midwest Fire weekend this weekend. Always that's good. Kicking off the right way. We have Philly next, Houston, what do you call this place? California, Vegas. I'm missing one, right? It's 5, right? Tennessee was first. Tennessee was first. Then Chicago. We're going Philly. We are Houston, Vegas. Right? You'll make sure and line it up, make them down there as best you can, because it's good social atmosphere for us, especially in this time and where we have to suffer these devils. All right.
Okay. So remind Aqua out there, check on social media, such as I.S.U.P.K.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a troop in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black hairband, or scarf. And with that, I say I might give him, which means to stand. Courtesy to the teacher. And individually, Mom Shabbat, Mike, Rock. Saw, which means to turn. Sisters, you may stand. I give courtesy salute to the distance. Individual, Mom Shabbat, Mike, Rock. Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shema, class dismissed.